11:20 a.m. Still didn't. I mean, I got my sleep schedule a little bit back on track, but like fell asleep at 10 or 11, woke up at I don't know, 4 a.m. So, I mean, it's getting there, but shit. Just trying to sleep regularly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully cross this off the list. I mean, it's just Manus and then Big Daddy Gwen, and we're done. So, what? Okay, it's in my other hand. That's right. I got the pendant. I gotta use that pendant. I have to use the pendant and not get fucked up. Good, good. Good talk. Yeah, that's max level. I mean, there's nothing I can really... I mean, just gotta make it happen. So I think I can do this. I think. Maybe. I don't remember which way it is. I hope this is right. Seems right. Oh boy. So yeah. Just trying to clear my game roster, because I totally forgot I had... I have La Mulana to play as well. And Castle in the Darkness from a way long time. I might start that over, because I don't know if I can even find the videos on Twitch. Maybe. Don't do it. But, highly doubtful. Is there anything else that I've started? I mean, Rayman, of course, but fuck that. Fuck that shit. Goddamn Rayman. Fucking game. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I gotta use this pendant when the time comes. And the time is gonna be whenever he does any kind of magics. Just gotta fucking... Ugh. Alright, well, we're warming up here. Let's do a little warm up. Take that to the back of the face, no problem. Get out of here! With your fuck ass. Should have healed. That's it. Maybe it's not it. No, that's it. Alright, so this is what... I mean, this is how it's gonna be. Just gotta get good. I'm gonna lose years of my life from the rage I'm about to be feeling. Can already tell. Just shaving them off. So yeah, what else? I have been working on my Dark Souls 2 critique script. I really want to do that kind of stuff. And when I was explaining it to Mark, I don't think I explained it correctly. I want to do critiques, because I was saying because no one watches Let's Plays anymore, and they don't. But I feel like I can do that good, because I've made games, and I studied games for, I don't know, 3 years. And I still dabble in the art of video game mancy. Of course, I don't have a team to help me out with anything, so it's slow as shit. When you look at the guy who made Stardew Valley, he had a wife to support him and did not work while she worked an office job for long time. But I work, and then I do this. Which this is just me. At this point, it's become like a watch me play video games while I vlog type deal, you know? Which is fine. It's a nice way to keep tabs on how my life's been going during those times. Because you can probably go back and see when I was most upset and all that shit with like Neo and Haiti and all that garbage. So it's just a nice timeline of my feelings, my feels. But I also, I want to critique stuff because I think about games all the time and how they could have made things better. And just in general, playing games, I can somewhat kind of like reverse. Fuck you! Fuck you! Can reverse engineer some of the mechanics. Alright, I just gotta not get as angry as I usually do. Which is hard, because that's my jam. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, because I can kind of reverse engineer what's happening on screen. Can kind of see through the illusion and, you know, pinpoint what gears are turning in the background to make what do what, which is pretty much the exact same thing I just said, which was reverse engineering. So, unfortunately, that has taken the magic out of video games for me, because it's just like, oh, this is, you know, this function's calling this and the AI is doing this here, and blah blah blah, you know, I can just figure it out. So, the immersion is gone, unless it's Subnautica, which I still know how all that shit works, but it's just so fucking... Ugh. That game is the scariest game ever. It's just... I guess it's just really tapping into the fear of the unknown, the fear of things bigger and more powerful than yourself, lurking all around you, and not being able to see them at all times, and shit like that. Like if say if we perfected space travel, FTL, faster than light, kind of stuff tomorrow, and it was widely available for everyone who wanted to go, I would want to go, but I don't think I could take it, because out there in the nothing, I would be freaking out. But I'm sure that everyone would be, right? That's probably like a primal human thing, the fear of the unknown. Yeah, I'll take my nothing. I mean, that's fear of the unknown is what a lot of human fears are based off of. Just in general. Alright, run right into that. But you know what I mean? Fucking son of a bitch asshole. Fuck off with that shit. God, jamming that roll button. Ramming it. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of, well, suffice to say now, I've watched pretty much every single episode of Vsauce, and that is some good stuff, man. Excellent stuff. And Michael Stevens is a funny ass guy. Especially on his like off channel called, well, it used to be called Dong, but then the adpocalypse happened, so he renamed it Ding. And it's one of the episodes that he does that he like right after he renamed it, he's like, "Welcome to Ding," and that has always been the name of this program, as to not upset any advertisers, because this is a kid-friendly space, like something like that, while staring at the camera. Is awesome. He's a funny guy. But more important than being funny, is he's got some good shit to talk about. Some very, science, man. Science. So, anyone who gives a damn, go check that out. Yeah, some of his stuff, like his Minefield series, is a YouTube original, and I don't think I'll ever pay YouTube for, maybe. I mean, that is the only YouTube Premium thing that I would actually consider, you know, signing up for is his stuff. It's just it's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. um, I mean, what else really? Yeah, Vsauce is good stuff. Knowledge is power and all that. Oh. Again? Good. Man, that tracking, dude. But, yeah. And probably another large factor to me wanting to do critiques and stuff like that is because, I have a hard time, like anyone that watches me and Mark debate in Baldur's Gate 2, I have a real shit time formulating my arguments correctly. Granted, I was drinking at the time, we both were, so it was kind of going all over the place. But I feel like if I sat down, wrote things out, and then read it, I'd be able to, you know, more finely tune my thoughts. Which I would really like to do. Because I got some thoughts, boy. I got thoughts for days. That's right, you can hit him there. But you know what I mean? Like, why not? I'm sure some people would be interested in what a amateur game developer would have to say about this stuff. Let me stress that, super amateur. I've only worked in the industry for 2 years, and that was for companies that no one knows about, because, you know, that's the only people that want to hire you. But, I studied the shit for 3 years, and I'm still making it happen. Oh, thank fuck. So, not making it happen very often, of course. But I'm trying, you know? Can I just spam this? Yes. Stop. Same fucking combo, huh, bud? You little shit. But yeah, then the fact that I've played more games than most, I would assume. Like a lot. And of all types. When it comes down to it, I really don't have any video games that I would not enjoy besides, like, I mean, the big ones are sports games, fighting games, most of them, and driving. But I love Gran Turismo. That shit's awesome. And Need for Speed. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, Need for Speed. Well, you know, the good ones. Like Hot Pursuit and, something else. I mean, there's a couple of good ones. Not that it's a shit franchise or anything. And, oh. Burnout? I think. Also, the, Test Drive is very good. Okay, so I like driving games. But, you know, I'm not hyped to get the next version of NASCAR Superstars 2019 or whatever the fuck. NASCAR I cannot understand for the life of me, because they just go in fucking circles. Like, who gives a shit? They're going in circles. This guy's really going hard on the magic. Dude, chill. Thank God I can spam that button. You need to fuck off with that, alright? Now I'm getting pissed. Stop it. Fucking quit it. Bitch. But yeah, fighting games, I really just cannot get behind them. I mean, maybe, again, Smash Brothers, yes, but that's it. Oh, whoops, I need this. Maybe Tekken? Only because my friends forced me to play Tekken, and all I had to do was, like, mush the controller, and I kicked the shit out of them. Having a panic attack. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? This is not good. Oh, I'm screwed. I hate this fucking guy. I hate you. I hate you. Just jump at me or something. Do the easy moves. Where did all the easy moves go, my dude? But yeah, like I said, I've played so many games. Oh, that's another one. RTS I don't like, but that's just because I'm bad at them. If I was good at them, I would love that shit. Because I love Age of Empires 2. So good. Such a good, awesome time, no matter what. But the only way I could play that game was using the cheats to get the Shelby with the machine gun on it. And just wrecking face. Otherwise, I get crushed. Uh-oh. I did used to play StarCraft in a professional sense. I can't say that, I'm not good at it. But I did, go hard into StarCraft 1. And did decent for a non-Korean. But, I'm just not good at that shit. But it's weird because your tastes evolve, as you go through the motions during your life. Because back in the day, if you came up to me and said, hey, play this turn-based RPG, I would look at you and be like, why don't you play a real fucking game, scumbag? You want me to sit there and wait for my turn to do stuff? Go fuck yourself. But that's just not fair to turn-based RPGs, because they're good. They're great. There is tactics involved. So maybe that's what happened. I got more of a inquisitive, tactical mind. Not smarter, mind you, just more inquisitive and more tactical. But, yeah, because like 4X strategy games, dude, I love that shit. Civ 5, one of the best games ever. Not Civ 6. That shit can fuck right off. But that's what I'm saying. All you gotta do is talk about something else while you kill the motherfucker! Fuck you! Eat my balls. It took 20 minutes? Are you fucking kidding me? Why am I so good at video games, huh? Why am I the best ever? I knew like halfway through that fight, I just need to keep talking about anything else other than what is going on. And I did, boy. I did. I was reaching. I fucking did it. I fucking did it. Oh, God. Okay. believe that. That's something I'd like to see being investigated, is why, when you're concentrating on something, like high, you know, with a reactionary demand or stuff like that, why is it better to just unfocus and talk about other things? Manus can suck my fat cock. I mean, we're in the finish line now, baby. Artorias, that's all the DLC. Got Smoke, got Gwendolyn, got Priscilla. Moonlight Butterfly. Gaping Drag. I mean, I got him, right? I got him. Thank God. Thank the Lord. Anything I can buy from anybody? Yeah, I don't know.
Goodbye then.
Oh, man. So yeah, Vsauce, very good. Veritasium, I just started watching. Mostly, Veritasium is the guy who did the Shade Ball episode in the Los Angeles drinking reservoir. He also made a video as to why that video went so viral, which was very fascinating and probably true in a lot of the sense, or in a lot of the points that he makes. But again, Science Channel, very good. There's ASAP Science, which I haven't seen any of yet, but I've heard recommended, and there's a lot of things, but those are the ones that I've... Vsauce for sure, and Veritasium is decent. Very, you know, very good. I don't need those. I mean, do I need anything? I'm done. Once I'm done here, I'm uninstalling this game. I mean, I'll take some prism stones. I'll take some charcoal pine resin. Man, that feels good. That feels good. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna sit down. Probably gonna have to stream 8 hours and still not beat him. Nope, 20 minutes. 20 minutes each shit. Not counting the many, many hours beforehand, but you know what I mean. Just pick it up and get it done. Clear the game roster. Ugh, and La Mulana, I need to figure that out. That's such a confusing fucking game. I didn't level up at all, did I? Just out of... Okay, good. Alright, we are in... I am crossing into the end zone as we speak.
I am... Is it? Very well.
Yeah, we've seen it. Why am I waiting? I guess I should take in this moment. First ever Soul Level 1 completion of any Souls game. Even though I have at least 1,000 hours across all games in the series. Probably more. Because I don't know. I don't have a counter for how much I played Demon Souls, but I played the fuck out of Demon Souls, let me tell you. Alright. So... yeah, I don't need any more flasks. I don't need any more nothing. Just gotta go in there, parry the guy a couple times. I'll see how much damage I take with the armor I have on now, but If anything, I could just switch to the black iron armor, do medium rolls, and take a lot less damage, and also be still grossly incandescent. I mean fire resistant. But yeah. So good. So good and nice. I could pick up this armor over here. Do I care enough? Do I care enough? I mean, it might be more protective than the black iron, and maybe less heavy. I doubt it though. Black iron is my favorite set in the game because it looks cool and it's awesome. Just, it's good. Yeah. So I start my new job next Thursday. My equipment should be arriving on Tuesday. I'm shipping out my old equipment today. Things are moving, things are shucking and jiving. Excited for that. Working for Apple and stuff, that's just something I feel I would be good at. Mostly because the video games I've worked on were shitty phone games. Ugh, that's the problem. Alright. So I take a lot of damage with each hit. I should get the lightning club on, because I can one-hand it. So that way I can actually parry and strike. Oh, and it's +5? Hell yeah. Alright, here we go. Should I use... Let me try some better armor, because that, like, one hit took about 60%. 57 physical defense compared to... Oh, that's... okay. I forgot I upgraded it. So 40 compared to 26. Yeah, this is what I need. Medium roll's fine. But yeah, game critiques and stuff. And I feel, I mean, there's so many people that critique games that they don't look, in my opinion, they don't look at the right stuff. Like, oh, the story sucks and the graphics are bad and you know, shit like that. All I care about, the game could look like utter dog shit and have no story, like in the days of the old NES. As long as the game is fun, then it's a successful game. A game, by definition, is a challenge that includes other elements trying to thwart your progress to an ultimate end goal. You don't need a narrative behind it. I mean, it helps. You don't need it though. It's like a bonus. It's like, I mean, you don't order Chinese food just for the fortune cookies. If you really wanted some fortune cookies, you could go to the store and get a whole box of them, or bag, or whatever. Same fucking thing. You don't, well, I don't, rather. So let me be clear, people play video games for different reasons. Mine is to play a video game. To play a game. But I don't buy video games for story. If I wanted a good story, I'd go buy a book, watch a movie. Wow, still does a lot of damage. Shouldn't have blocked it. I mean, this is gonna take a while just because it's a pure DPS race. See who can kill who faster. get hit the least. But yeah, I play games to have fun. And the way I have fun is by being challenged, being presented an end goal, some obstacles to run through, yada yada. Like, but on the other hand, I wouldn't say games like The Walking Dead and not Overkill's The Walking Dead, but the, Telltale. Like all the Telltale games and all that shit, I wouldn't call those bad games, but they're barely games. It's a very tiny bit of interactivity. They're more like choose your own adventure books. They're still good, but good for their story. Same thing with The Last of Us. You look at The Last of Us, the gameplay is basic. You shoot things, you're either fighting humans, the fast infected people who can still see you, the clickers who can't see you, or the big bloated things. It's like 4 enemies in the entire game. But the story and the tone and the acting and all that is just good. It's good stuff. You know? Quality stuff. So it's hard, I don't know. I appreciate games for their gaminess. The majority of the time. How much does that do? Oh, this should be no problem, I hope. I love this music too. That's another thing, like I used to give a shit about music in video games. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's like my jam. 2 hits, yeah, that's it. So yeah, this has to be... It has to be a perfect run. I mean, he looked like he was still doing the same damage to me, no matter what. Because I just have so little health and defense in general. So let's at least get the fast roll, right? That's fast roll. But yeah, some people play for story, some people play for immersion, some people play for gameplay, me. Some people play purely for challenge, like pushing the limits. Some people play for competition or cooperation, multiplayer. And yeah, so it's, a good video game is only subjectively good. There's no such thing as a good video game. There is such a thing as a good video game, in my opinion, or your opinion, but, that's just opinion. And we score, or we get the average of everyone's opinion, and that's how we figure out whether or not a game is good or not. Like the score on Metacritic or whatever. One thing that isn't disputable, however, is how fucking scummy AAA developers are being nowadays. Like the $200 or $170 Apex Legend skin? Like, come on! What are you doing? Of course, fucking EA probably getting their big sticky fingers in the situation, but they can just go fuck off. They can just go fuck off. Ugh. And there's also the problem nowadays is it's not good enough to make a good video game. You need to have player retention. They need to be constantly playing your game. So there's artificial grinds, which are supplemented by paywall. Some games that don't even have paywalls have been like extremely grindy, just so you know the people who are running the figures by the investors during their investors call or whatever they call it. They'd be like, look how often they're playing the game. And that used to be something to be proud of back when games were just made and people played them over and over again because they wanted to. Now, this is nothing. It's a bullshit metric because you can artificially inflate that, and they know that, and they do. So, I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do, really? Unless there's some kind of AAA studio or market crash, which I think there was a little bit of, but they're still fucking around. Unless they really go like, unless everyone stops buying Call of Duty and FIFA and shit every year, and just purchasing things because they can, which I'm not exempt from the rule. I spent probably $300 on Black Desert Online microtransactions, and now I don't play the game anymore, and yeah, that was a big waste of money. But I was just in the zone at that moment, so it was all about it. Oh shit, wrong button. I think I want the armor actually, because it's a matter of poise at this point. Because if I get staggered, I don't get an option to come back with the parry. So I'll put it on. Why not? Keeping the giant dad mask on though. For sure. I mean, what else is there to talk about, really? I could talk about politics, but that's... No. I was, a little while ago, since, you know, everyone was like, oh, video games cause violence, like they said a long time ago, but I was like, okay, let me research why these people are thinking this and all this. Why video games are calling gun violence. So I got in some political conversations, debates with some friends and stuff, and did not a lot of research, but I looked into it. Fucking maddening. That shit is... It's inconceivable to me how fucking childish politicians are. They're just pointing fingers like, no, that guy's wrong. That libtard over there is a fucking... And Trump isn't making it any better by acting like a goddamn 16-year-old on Twitter. But, you know, he's gonna do how he does. And more power to him. He knows who he is, and he's gonna be that person. But come on, fuck, it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that I feel like if I was gonna go visit a different country, it'd be like, I'm from Ireland, or something like that. Like from America? Yeah, right. People would spit on me and shit. And I wouldn't blame them. Oh, that would have pissed me off if he hit me. Do I need to lock on? Probably. But, it's pathetic. I feel like I was more mature in high school than these adults are at 60-something. Because they're so dumb, and I hate them. For just being... I don't know. That's the other problem. I didn't know how to... Like, people would ask me, like, oh, well, how are you gonna fix gun problems? And I couldn't give them an answer, because I don't fucking know. I feel like research would help. But nah, why research when you could just make a bunch of money, get paid off by the NRA and shit? I kind of want to move away from the fog door. Just in case. Alright, dude. But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, why can't we just figure it out? Why do we have to be at each other's throats the entire fucking time? We can't just come together, figure some shit out? It's fucking pathetic. Come on, dude. I think this is game. Eat shit. Sit. Soul level 1. Got him. Trying to fashion souls for my exit. Do I have... I mean, these are dumb looking, right? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my character's name is Suffering, so... Makes sense, it looks like this. I don't like those pants. If you can call them pants. Don't I have something goofy? Alright. That's it. Done. Got it. Wipe my hands of this shit. Oh, man. 42 minutes. It's the same fucking thing that happened with Hollow Knight. I sat down, I'm like, I got Vampire King left. Or Vampire, whatever. Nightmare King. And I got the Radiance. This is going to be at least 10 hours. Nope, 40 minutes. Done. I'm just good at video games. I'm not. I'm not at all. But it doesn't matter. Because I did it.
Our Lord hath returned.
Fucking dab on the haters. Ugh. That's loud, my dude. Can we chill out with the... Can we chill out with this? Let me crank this down. Like way down. Still very loud, but... well, if it's loud, then turn it down, dude. What's your fucking problem? That should be... Yeah, alright. So there you go. Soul level 1. Did it. Fucking did it. Never playing this again. I mean, I love Dark Souls, but this was the last thing I had to do. I've done every build, gotten every achievement, PvP'd and died over and over again, so I've had my fill with that. Researched all the lore, showed all the bosses and all the optional cutscenes. We're good. Okay? Thank you, Dark Souls. I appreciate you. It's time to sleep. Oh, man. But yeah, politics are dumb. There. Nice and wrapped up. Politics are dumb. Period. Exclamation point. 1, exclamation point, 1. What else? But yeah, I guess I can elaborate on the game critiques. I mean, I'll talk about the story and about the music, but my main focus is going to be gameplay mechanics, if they work, if they don't. Things like that. And like level and world design, those are big topics too. Not how they look. I mean, that's just art design. Level design is the actual layout, and world design is how they all interconnect. And if it's, decent. Well, they can mean both, really. I guess it depends on whether or not you're talking about an open world game or not, because why else would you care about world design if it's an episodic level 1, level 2, all that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So I guess world design when talking about an open world game is more or less actual level composition, but you could just put that under level design as well. See, and this is what I'm talking about. I say something and I'm like, no, that's not right. And then I go back and I'm like, wait, maybe that is right. And I just bounce back and forth. So if I write a script, put my thoughts down, read it, edit it, read it, edit, read it, I feel like I could really not just get some ideas out there for people to listen to and think about, but I myself can work through all this shit in my brain and just figure out, what the fuck is going on. Because I can say the world design in Dark Souls 2 is fantastic, but one person can look at it and say, yeah, the worlds look good and they have their own theme. And another person can say, no, the world is not connected correctly at all. So I feel like I'm going to have to define those terms. And that's just one tiny slice of the ever-expanding pie. Gargantuan Earth-sized pie. So, take from that what you will. But there we go. New Game Plus, Level 1. Oh, man, that's good. That is good stuff. Cannot believe I killed that fuckboy in 20 minutes. That's the face of a winner. It actually looks like a kabuki mask, how the eyes are doing that. It's kind of cool. I mean, everything else is disgusting, but the eyes are cool. Okay. Good. I'm good. I quit. I did it. I did it. And that's what I'm all about. That is what I'm all about. Doing things I've never done in the realms of video games. Like Super Mario 64 and Super Mario World that I played for my channel. First time I ever beat those games. Played the shit out of them as a kid. But I sat down and said, okay, let me beat this shit. And I did. Granted, Super Mario 64 only got like 70 stars. Some people would be like, oh, you didn't really beat the game. But if they want to see it, they'll let me know. Which, I don't really get a lot of views. But that's fine. I'm not doing it for the views. Doing it to have more experience. Experience what's out there. That's another thing I can't understand. People that play Fortnite every day, and Apex Legends, and PUBG, and Dota, and League of Legends, and I don't know, Minecraft, and all that. I mean, they may be good games, but there's so many fucking games out there. Why would you why limit yourself? I mean, I'm guilty of it. I put like 1,000, maybe 2,000 hours into World of Warcraft, so I can't really, and about 500 hours into Black Desert Online. And $300. $300 I'll never get back. It might have been 400. Anyway, moral of the story, microtransactions are bad. Go out and play some different games. Different games, expand. Go play something. Don't play the same fucking thing over and over again. You only live so long. And who knows, you might get hit by a bus tomorrow, so why not see what's out there? And with that, I'm out. I'll probably come back later today, stream. I'm still working on that Witcher 2 save. I think I might have it, but it's been a journey trying to get that. Because I'm like going into safe mode and trying to get into the game long enough to where I can save another copy. And as soon as I get another copy saved, I can just load that up and it should be fine. At least from what I've read. But we'll see. This is also it's like a very rare thing that I've been having, or very rare problem I'm experiencing. So that's also been a real fun thing to figure out. Anyway, I'm done. I fucking did it. Thank you, Dark Souls. You're still my favorite game series just because the gameplay is so fantastic. That's probably why I like Dark Souls 2 the best, because the game mechanics they added and all that shit are just great. Good shit. But yeah, I'm going to stop babbling. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.